Boom. I'm entered. I'm doing a tournament. Crown Stars 47201. Looking for 3 players. It's gonna be a tough one so far, judging by these guys. 2158, 2416, 2162, 2336. One more player. Crown Stars, Fischer Random Chess. Waiting for one other player, and we have one other player. Okay. Probably the most difficult pack of players. These are 3-minute games. This is not a war zone. 6 out of 6 players are entered. Average rating is 2263. Everybody plays each other. Benko G, round 1. Okay, gotta think fast. My opponent's clock is ticking. What's unprotected? Nothing. Okay, I think I want to establish control in the center. How do I want to do that? I think this is a good start. I can't put my finger on it as to why, but okay, now I push forward in the center, pawn push here. Pawn push, is the queen going to come out? I don't think it would be wise to do that, but I'm going to try and get that in. If I could get that in, I'd be really happy. I have a center. Now I want to support it. Or just advance it. Okay, now what? Let's do this. If this pawn is in a pin, I want to break it right away. Okay. Get my knight out. I don't know which direction I want to castle. Let me support that pawn. Get my other knight here, I guess. I have to watch out for the knight getting here. Let's get my other knight out. My dark square bishop, I could queenside castle. Maybe queenside castle is a good idea. Or maybe pawn push a couple times. Let me try that. Okay, kick that bishop away. And now he's a giant thorn, and with dark square weaknesses, maybe my bishop wants to get on this diagonal. Make my queen over here. I think... No, I can't even... The knight playing right here is going to be a pain. That was a mistake. This knight playing right here is going to be a giant pain. Let's see. I'm going to control this square. Okay. Let's get that in there. Kingside castle. Pawn push. I'm going to take with my knight, actually. I have this square in mind, or this one if there's a pawn push. This knight is probably out of play. This pawn, my opponent better hang on to that pawn. Let's castle kingside. And now what? I'm just guarding this. Just play fast. Maybe I should go here right away. Okay. Should box out this knight, maybe? Go with the other rook. I want to keep this guarded. Probably get my queen somewhere. I don't want this file to open up. Let's play here. Let's play here. Keep my rook in a spot where it could double. Knight here, I just back up. I can just take... Give a check. I want to kick that knight away really soon. Like right now soon. Really tight game. My knight playing here is probably going to be very strong. Maybe my opponent should take. Okay, it's not being taken. Knight right here, check, is going to be tough to meet, I think. Really difficult to meet this move. Pawn push doesn't help. Knight here is winning stuff. Does the rook have to leave this d file? There's even knight move here. The queen could turn out to be trapped. I think rook here. Am I just winning stuff? Knight check. I think I'm winning stuff now. Because I could grab on d1 with check. I could also grab on a2 and my pawn on a3 becomes passed. So there might even be instances where I could give this bishop up. Oh, I could get the rook now. I was just ready to take that, but now this is going to be game over. I'm hitting the knight and the bishop. The knight is in a pin, king here. It's going to be lights out. Oh, that move. I didn't even consider that. Okay. Queen trade? Queen trade. It's actually working, I think. Okay. Now just grab this pawn. I believe it's a move I could do no matter what. And this a pawn is passed. Tricky knight. Let me just stop the knight from being tricky first. Rook there would have been more accurate. Would have been winning stuff. Wow, why'd I even allow that? Why'd I even allow that knight to be there? Let's come here, push this pawn away. Push him away. My opponent has less time. Thought it was me that was like that for a second. Okay. Alright, let me get this pawn next. That knight, I want to get rid of him so bad. Get behind this passed pawn. Just keep pushing. Stay behind that passed pawn. No forks. No forks. Knight takes, I could pin and then win. And that's mate. Alright, wow. Good game, man. Good game, Benko G. Let's see what's happening elsewhere. Other games. Okay, I didn't even have time to look. White 31. Okay. What's unprotected? This is the knight trying to go after that? That's the only thing that's unprotected. I think we're going to have both knights coming out here. Pawn push right here. I don't know if I should be doing that right away. I'm going to go with this, actually. This knight first, because you know what? I want to do like a fianchetto, but then my knight in the corner is kind of stupid. Maybe I should establish a presence in the center or not. Let's do this first. Forget about kingside fianchetto. I got to work on trying to get some grip in the center. My queen is stuck in the corner just like my opponent's queen. I don't know what side of the board I want to castle. My opponent has a really good center. I think maybe getting my pawn, my a pawn rolling somehow. I have to baby step it. My light square bishop. My bishop is probably just going to have to play here. I have to be a little bit cautious of f7. Let's do this. Pawn push. Do I take first? Do I do this? I have to break at this. Okay, wait. Now I do this. Or do I? Wait. I want to induce a pawn move, I think. I want my opponent to commit. Oh, I thought I was actually going to be able to win that. Let's castle. And now I have an idea. My opponent castles b5 is my plan. Okay, let's go with b5. Open stuff up for my queen and my rook. Pawn takes. Gotta take like that. Get my queen involved. Some space for my queen. Let's back up. And now the structure can close very quickly. And play might... Alright, let me close that. And oh, pawn push might be pretty good. We're going to see. Alright. I think I have to back this guy up. Alright, let's back up. Pawn push could still be very good. We're going to see, though. I want to challenge this knight with my knight, maybe. Knight e7. Man, I got to be very cautious of this square. Knight here, pawn takes, knight, pawn takes, pawn. Not really working out. He has to go right now. Gotta come in this direction. This pawn is hit 3 times. It's only defended what? It's defended no times. Okay, I'm winning this pawn, but I'm really on my heels here. There might be some sacrifice on this square. Could turn out to be in a pin. Need to get out of the pin if that. Okay, to do this, support my center, and let's ask that bishop a question. I don't have much time. Oh, I should be thinking about posting up a knight right here. See what the bishop does first. Pawn push here and then throw my knight on this square. Then I'm dropping that. Let's do this first. Pawn push, knight here, I think would be good. Have to be cautious of a pin. Getting this bishop on the corner-to-corner diagonal. We're about equal with time. b4, knight c3, fortunately would come with tempo. Even exactly on time now. b4, knight c3, I guess rook c1. Let's go up one step. I want to be able to take this knight if it plays here, and I think that's what the knight's intention is. And I want my queen to be able to recapture. I don't want my knight to have to be the one that recaptures on this square. Okay, good versus bad bishop ending, I guess, is close to happening. Okay, I think, no, it's not going to happen like that. I'm going to take there. This is a really, really nice center. Pawn push, I feel like I'm definitely the side that's doing better. Let's shut down this bishop. Let's protect this pawn. And let's push here next, and then my bishop can actually post up on c3. Before I was talking about a knight, but also a bishop would be very, very good. So I have a support point now, and now this rook is dead. The queen has to play here. I don't want this pawn to be a thorn. My queen is well placed here. I have two pieces covering that square. Time situation. Get this pawn. Oh, they could have taken that. That was bad, what I just did there. Pass pawn. The bishop's going to play here. I was just ready to get mated. I was going to take with my queen. I was ready to take with my queen right there. That would have been bad. I just want to stay connected. Watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Queen really going to take? Oh man, I gotta defend like this. Oh no, 7 seconds. Oh, why did this get so scary at the end? Clock situation. Oh man, that got too wild. I won on time. Oh man, back to tournament land. Ah. I have won my tournament game by default because my opponent was not here. Okay, so round 3, apparently I have a bye. So when that happens, what do? You go hunt somebody down. You go hunt somebody down. Okay, so these guys are going to be playing a game, and I will be watching. Wow, did that get really intense at the end. I was having to defend that battery. Why did I allow my opponent to get so active? I guess I should have just taken that rook and then dealt with f6 or something. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Benko G and this guy. This is the guy that I'm going to have to play. The one that is playing the black side, I have to play against. So, what is going on here? Wow. Black looks to be doing pretty good because this knight is kicked away. These bishops are really good. I like this space advantage for black. I like that this knight could be making use of this square maybe. Even if it gives up a pawn, this bishop then has a direct shot down at b2, and we could be seeing that. Okay, now there's probing for weaknesses. How do you defend against the weakness? Okay, that's probably not the way to go, I would think, because it opens up this file, and now this pawn is a weak point. I thought knight c1 would have been best to defend, and now trying to remove the defender. Knight a4 is a very, very, very strong move. Knight takes is met with queen takes a, and then queen takes knight, or even worse somehow. So every piece seems to be working now for black, and this bishop is just kind of stuck. Pawn takes is needed. Okay, now there goes a2. Less than 2 minutes for Benko G. Alright, yeah, let's see how this finishes up. Can always be a queen trade. That would be my #1 move to be considering. Queen c4. Queen c4 is not happening. Queen check. Where do you go? Just back and forth. Actually, king b1. There's maybe bishop a2 check, followed by bishop b3. And then the king is going to be flushed in this direction. So we could be seeing that right now. Bishop a2, bishop b3, with queen a2 to a1. I guess the king could kind of sit here for a little bit. You have to be a little bit aware of, I guess, c5 potential. Exploiting this pin. It's true the queen could be taking, but there seems like there's something to maybe that c5 advance. A slight time advantage, actually, for white, who is down a pawn. Is it worth it, though? Who would you rather be? The one that is up a little bit on the clock? Or Team Black? Ooh, this guy log off or something? Or is there a disconnect? It might be the Comcast Gambit. No, not the Comcast Gambit. Bishop c4. You gotta do rook takes rook first. Ooh. This is gonna turn out to be trouble. Right? Okay, oh. Bishop takes f. Rook takes rook, rook takes rook. The rook would still be hit. Okay, now I guess Benko sees this as maybe the best resistance to not allow the king to get kicked away here. But this is going to be crumbling fast. Black is a very fast and a very strong player. Simplification time. Queen d3. The queens are off, and these rooks are going to be getting very active. And we're gonna rook here is most accurate. Rook d1 after rook c1 is actually being up a full rook. However you slice it, if rook c1, rook to d1 would have been best. Okay, we do have resignation. Black now being up a full rook. Let's close out of that and that, and let's see if there's still another game. There is another game. This one right here. 45 seconds each. White is doing good. White is going to be winning against this guy, I would think. About a 200-point edge Black has. But you really can't get these connected pass pawns going, can you? There goes the a-pawn. Grab on b and push the a-pawn away. Or even sack the bishop for the pawn. That might even be a way to go about things. Rook takes bishop. It was missed. They're in super fast mode here. The a-pawn is very fast. You can grab that bishop now. The a-pawn is still very fast. Okay. Uh-oh. This could get tricky. Let's see. Rook here. 2 pawns on the 6th equate to a rook. Okay, this rook is there in time. This pawn is very fast. White only has 11 seconds. The queen is going to be able to pick off one of these pawns. And there it goes. That's going to be game over. 10 seconds is a lot of time. A lot of time. Queen e2. However you slice it. Rook h1. Game over. This one's over. White resigns. Or excuse me. The player, white 31, resigns. Okay, that's finished. Waiting for round 4 pairings. Here we go. I was just ready to resign. How's my opponent know that that's a good first move? I better just play the copycat game. Okay, I'll do what you do. I'll do what you do. That's the plan. Okay, now I guess I Just support my center. Alright, let's support it like that. It's going to be targeted. I'll support it again, I guess. I don't want to give that up. My bishop looks a bit stupid. My bishop looks a bit stupid here. Let's get this pawn rolling. My queen maybe gives check. Let's get my knight out. What's my knight even doing? Get my knight this square. There might be some sacrifices there. Queenside castle, I guess I could be running forward with. Bishop here or here, I don't know. Let's go here. I don't know what I want to do with this knight or this bishop. I'm looking for something a bit sneaky right now, and that is f5. Okay, let's stop that pawn from advancing. f5 and then get my knight into this square somehow, and if it's closed, then I get this advance in. I'm able to play in the wings very quickly. I think things could be okay if I get in f5 and I'm able to get a knight right there. f5, e5, and then I get in this. I'm going to try it. So potential structural change, or it definitely has to be a structural change right now. Now I get this advance in. So I think I actually stand better. I think. Okay, pawn push here. I'm going to go forward with that. Keep going, maybe even further. We're going to see about that. Maybe I want to stop right there. My light square bishop looks kind of foolish. Maybe I'll castle queenside. My knight wants to be where? My bishop wants to be in a different spot. Let's come over here. I think my knight wants to be on that square. Or does he? Gotta go fast. I have to go fast. My bishop wants to be in a different spot. Let's come here. If pawn push, then I jump into this square. He's not so easily kicked away. Okay, I think I do that. Oh boy. Actually, I'm afraid. No, I'm gonna go in there. Pawn takes. I take like this. This is a connected pass pawn, but if I take with my knight, the knight can make use of this, and then I have to worry about this square. I want to maintain this pawn right here. And I need to break this pin. I could castle now. I could castle kingside, but maybe I want to close things up over here first. That's a good move. Let's take that. And maybe I want to keep my opponent guessing a little bit. I'm going to keep my opponent guessing. Kingside or queenside? Where am I going to go? I know where their king is. Okay, I had to show my hand there. Now this is the direction we're going in. So there's still some tension. There's still potential for structural change, and now I want to get in what? This is where the next phase is going to be taking place. I don't know if I should be doing too much too fast over here. My other knight probably wants to get here. Maybe I should have done that. Get my other knight right here. Knight a6 to this square. Is it going to be taken? Maybe I take with my pawn. No, I take like this. I still want this pawn break. My light square bishop needs to be doing something. Okay, I think it's in a good spot right here. And now I could do this pawn advance. My queen needs to be in a better spot. Where does my king want to be? Less than a minute to figure this out. Not so easy. Not so easy at all. Actually, let's try something else. I need to reorganize stuff. I want my queen. I want to exchange queens. I want to exchange queens. I'm not dropping that pawn. I have enough on it, right? Is that pawn exchange going to come about? Not just yet. My queen here. And my rook here. And then my king in a little bit better position over here, I think. Because this is where the action is going to be. Maybe my bishop actually wants to be here. Oh no. Oh no, I forgot about this. I'm in a giant knot over here. I can't get out of the knot. Oh no, I'm in a giant knot. I goofed. I definitely goofed. I couldn't even be, the pawn takes was probably best. Oh man, I was not ready for that transition. I'm getting mated. Oh, man. Oh, why didn't I see that takes? Good game. Oh, that was fantastic. Let's go back to that. That was really good. You see how offsides I was? I committed myself too much on this section of the board, on this area of the board. Right here, that tricky knight just sacked itself. I thought as soon, you know what I was fixated on? I was fixated on oh, I got another game. Let me just complete that thought. I was fixated on my opponent's light square bishop. As soon as their light square bishops was off, I thought, okay, I didn't have to worry about any sacrifices, but I'm forgetting about the knight. Okay, oh well. This is not too far off from an actual or a regular chess position, so maybe I start out with something that's like in English, because the king side is very similar. And knight c3. Knight c3 is a follow-up. g3, bishop g2. So, okay. g3, bishop g2. Okay, yeah, let's go with this. I need to move my... Well, it's going to take a while yet before I can actually castle. No, actually, I could castle queenside after bishop d2. I could castle queenside. Let's do this. Break the pin. So, again, very, very similar to in English all of a sudden out of that arrangement. So I guess okay, they've committed themselves to that. Let's see, give up the bishop, or I'm able to expand on the queen side with tempo. Bishop to either one of these squares, b4. Okay, I have the bishop here. I guess pawn push is the next thing to run forward with. Alright, let's take here. Can I get away with just taking on this square? I don't want to castle queenside, I don't think. I might want to do this, actually. As scary as it looks, I might want to do that. This pawn is backwards. Because pawn push is going to happen. Definitely is going to happen, and I think that my opponent does really well. Oh, wait. Oh, no. The bishop's going to play to b3. Okay, I mean, I could defend, but it's very difficult to defend. I got to go in reverse. Okay, now I don't, actually. Okay, kick this bishop out of here. I thought if queen here, I'd have to play here. Okay, now I can castle at least. The knight can make use of this square, but I want to get back here as soon as possible. I also don't want to drop this pawn, but it's too late. I am dropping the pawn. Okay, so you have to mix things up now. Gotta mix things up. I'm down a pawn. Okay. And now what? Now what? What do you do now? Do I kick that bishop away? I'm going to take that. The knight's going to play here. Okay, there's tricky stuff in this square, but okay, material's balanced. These guys are in a tough spot, though. Challenge this rook, I guess. Bishop here? No, I gotta go, I guess, here. My bishop, fortunately, is gluing stuff together. I'm down to a minute. Wow. Okay. I gotta kick this knight away before I can move my knight. Alright. I guess knight here. He's gluing everything together. Oh man, a tricky fork. Oh, why didn't I see a fork? Oh man. King f2. I gotta go with this. I need to keep my tricky knight on the board. Without my knight, I'm dead. Why didn't I see that? I think I won't be able to hang on to my tricky knight. Can I take this? Maybe I'm threatening to take it now. Maybe. Let's see about this. Let's see. Is there any resistance left? There's always resistance. Who is doubting the tricky knight? I want to know. No, don't take my tricky knight. You could take this pawn, though, because now my bishop's constrained. Oh, no, 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 no. 36 seconds is not a lot. No, it isn't. Nope. No, it isn't. Okay, hang on now. Hang on. Hang on to the tricky knight. Hang on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, it's getting dangerous. Actually, it's been dangerous. But my knight is around. Fear that knight. I'm also down on time. Oh, no. Can I get this? 10-second advantage. 10-second advantage. Uh-oh. It's a passed e-pawn. I don't have anything. Uh-oh. I gotta get my pawn going somehow. I'm dropping everything, though. I'm dropping everything. Dropping everything. Oh, no. There goes my tricky knight and the game. Run pawn. Take that pawn so I can hang on to my tricky knight. Take that pawn. I don't even know what that does. Oh, they should have taken that bishop. Doesn't matter, though. Oh, I'm going to get mated. I'm going to get mated. 4 seconds. I don't have any time. Are they going to take my pawn? Should take my pawn. Why aren't they taking my pawn? I can't move. Oh, I just wanted to move. Oh, I lost that game too. I couldn't move. Oh, man, I had that too, I think, if I would have just moved. I was trying to move my king or my bishop or anything, really. Oh, third place confetti seems like it's so good, but it's really not. Because there's only 3 players. Oh, man. I just wanted to make a move. My opponent was going slow, but guess who was going slower? Oh, man. Let's close out of that. There's made in that one. Down on time in that one. Games you don't want to look back on. Good games. Oh. I really like that first game I lost in the tournament. That sacrifice when I was so off balance. That was really, really good. I completely forgot about that.